waste your time on me. You're already. Please don't copyright strike. I don't know if you're recording or not, but I had to throw that in there. Little classic. That's a classic.
That is a classic
song. I actually love that song.
Yeah.
I went to a Blink 182 concert. Hold on.
What? That's Sum 41, man. Everybody knows that.
That's about it. I will kill you. Yeah, a few years back, I went to a Blink 182 concert, and it was pretty Can I say PogChamp? That dude apparently is not a good person.
Yeah.
Did you see that? This is Dialogue Tree Video Game Podcast. What's up, everybody? If you hear me sipping on some coffee, because Jordan has just informed me that we had to record at night.
Yeah,
I'm a little bitch.
Yeah, same. I got some G Fuel over here. We usually record in the mornings and then just put it out for y'all, a little behind the scenes action. But, we got to do it at night now. My work schedule's kind of changed.
Ooh, I got information.
Yeah, bittersweet.
I'm such a failure.
Oh. Yeah, I'm grateful for my job. I enjoy it. But damn, it's going to suck going back to recording at night.
I'm just going to have to mainstream the caffeine.
Main vein.
About something.
You're talking about Blink 182.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
I think making that dumbass joke, I forgot what I was actually going to say. Okay. But this is a video game podcast. This is a video game podcast. We talk about pretty much anything we want in the realm of video games and sometimes even card games. My name is Ryan Smith, and oh, wow. That's that Captain D's coming back. It's fighting me. My name is... Yes, I ate Captain D's.
You lucky bastard.
You're Jordan.
Yep,
Jordan
that's me.
Sims.
Hey, how y'all doing?
He is the other guy on this podcast.
Yeah, and he's chugging that coffee down his lug so he can...
I'm trying to get it in me so I can... I'm not...
You're not addicted.
So I'm not... Well, I wouldn't say that. I'm not so tired when I wake up in the mornings. Sometimes I'm so tired that I swear, you just spill that? You ate? Man, I can't drink.
Listen, I'm tired.
I wake up and that's like the first. I wake up, I piss, put my glasses on, and make coffee. And sometimes I don't have to pee, so I get to make the coffee even that quicker. And then I swear I can feel the coffee going through my veins.
We got to invest in one of those Keurigs.
Cold what?
There's a Keurig apparently that you can get that you can set it all up at night and tell it what time.
I know. Yeah. I ain't paying for that though.
Yeah. That'd be nice. I don't drink. I'm not a coffee person.
You don't drink very much at all. But today is not a coffee podcast. Yo. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some super popular podcast all about coffee. You keep looking at your phone. What's going on?
I didn't bring my second computer in here, so I'm just going to do it off my phone.
How did you get promoted? Are the other workers there that bad? Well, Jordan's on his phone 24/7, but at least he's not asleep.
Well, no. One time somebody asked me why I was on my phone, and I was like, actually, I'm selling shoes. They like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm telling people the shoes we have so they can come buy them.
Me.
So they can come buy them.
What should I go to? So today's episode, I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest here. I hadn't actually written the notes up. I thought we were gonna record tomorrow, and I'm gonna be even more honest. I forgot we were doing this. I forgot it was Thursday.
It's okay.
So I have not written. The only thing I think I wrote down in the notes was LucasArts Star Wars thingy indie. That might be like verbatim what I wrote down.
We can kind of just spitball, roll through this.
So today's episode, you're going to be talking about the Star Wars not going to be an EA exclusive anymore. Disney took that away, although it's kind of weird. So what the dealio is... and this is the first thing. We're kind of going to be talking about like the Lucasfilms video games as a whole here. And of course, the biggest thing that Lucasfilms owns is Star Wars, unless they recently purchased Pokemon.
Yeah.
So the first thing is EA, when their license runs out in 2023, I want to say, EA has basically come out and said, not EA, I'm sorry, Disney has come out and said that they're not going to be renewing their exclusives because
their exclusivity.
That's what you said. You trying to make me look bad?
No, I just wanted to use the word. I like the word.
Yes. Because Ubisoft has been granted permission, it's a weird way to put it, to make a Star Wars game.
Which should be pretty good.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
I really, it wasn't my favorite game of the year, but I did like Jedi Fallen Order. It was fun.
It's not a Ubisoft game. And it didn't,
I know.
Did it come out? No, it didn't come out. It came out last year.
Yeah, it came out last year.
It didn't win Game of the Year awards a lot. I mean, maybe it's just not that good, but I think it came out later. So late, it's weird. It came out really, really late in 2019.
I think it'll be on this year's docket for Game of the Year.
No, it was Game of the Year for 2020.
Oh yeah,
it's 2021.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's right. New Year, New Year, new me. So
okay, I'm honestly just kind of scrambling over here to look for this exactly what's happened. So this is on news.ubisoft.com, ladies and gentlemen. It does not get much more from the horse's mouth. Ubisoft and Lucasfilms have announced a collaboration on a new Star Wars game. Development on the project will be led by Massive Entertainment. If you don't know, they make the Division games.
Those are good games. I like those.
Create a story-driven open-world experience within the Star Wars galaxy that will also utilize the studio's cutting-edge technology and advancements, including the Snowdrop engine, which I believe is what the Division games are made in. They said, quote, "The vast Star Wars lore is an incredible source of inspiration for our team." That was Yves Guillemot. I think he was the co-founder and CEO of Ubisoft, so we're playing with the big dogs now.
Yeah.
And then he went on to say, quote, "This is the beginning of a long-term collaboration with Disney and Lucasfilm Games." That makes me think that there might be more than one. "And we are pleased to be working hand in hand to build upon the incredible legacy of Lucasfilm to create a game that we know Star Wars fans will love." End quote.
Well, that's all good things. That's all good things.
I don't know if it's good, but it's the best thing that this news tells me is that Lucas and Star Wars is, I guess, the big takeaway from this. But they're going to be giving the license to more than just one developer, because they also said that they're going to continue to work with EA.
Yeah, so which will be interesting to kind of see every company's different take on Star Wars, going back to the N64. As terrible as that Star Wars game was, I liked playing it.
Which one?
You
talking about the Pod Racer?
No, the other one. It was
I bet there's a lot.
I honestly can't remember. Empire Strikes Back, maybe that might not be.
Empire Strikes Back was.
That might not have been.
I'm not a Star Wars fan.
I can't remember honestly.
You can't come after me.
But it was a side-scrolling Metroidvania where you play as Luke. And
there's probably 50 of those.
There's probably 50. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the game.
Sure that was on the N64? There's a really garbage going on like the NES or something.
That might have been it. I can't remember.
It looked like an N64 game. Do you remember?
Oh, you're right. It
looked like a.
It was on a Super Nintendo. It wasn't a 64. You're right. So yes, it was that shitty one you're talking about.
I watched somebody speedrun that game. Or I tried to.
Yeah.
It was a speedrun race. It was on Games Done Quick, probably, because that's where a lot of that stuff is. And I watched it for like an hour and a half, and they were still going. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah,
This is fun, but this game looks really bad.
Yeah,
and it was online, so there was like no commentary almost.
Oh,
so it got kind of boring. It was interesting, but we're not talking about whatever that game is called.
Anyway,
you can email us if you know that, if you want to flex your weird ass Star Wars knowledge.
adialoguetree@gmail.com.
The big podcasts, they just know that they know their email. You know what I'm saying?
It's interesting to see what these other companies that are going to hopefully be giving the green light to make some Star Wars games.
Here's the thing. I straight up don't really like Ubisoft games. I haven't liked an Assassin's Creed game, really. I haven't loved an Assassin's Creed game, I'll say, since 2, maybe Brotherhood. And I haven't liked an Assassin's Creed. I definitely have not really, really liked one since Brotherhood, and I haven't loved one since 2. I didn't play 4.
Okay.
Odyssey's way too long, and I don't like level scaling. I didn't play Origins because I just assumed it would be bad because it's an Assassin's Creed game, and Valhalla looks like an even jankier version of those two games.
Yes.
So, and the thing about Vikings being assassins, it's really stupid, but it doesn't really bother me that much because who cares? No one really cares about the weird, dumbass plot of those games anymore.
Yeah.
I think Desmond died 15 years ago before the game even started. No one cares about Desmond or that redheaded bitch. I can't even think of her name. I think she's dead too. I think he might have killed her. Dude, oh man.
What?
I would love... Do you think that...
A FromSoft Star Wars game?
Yes, but I would love FromSoft anything.
What were we going to say?
But I would love to know what Ubisoft's plans were originally for Assassin's Creed.
That's a good point.
I would love
That's a good point.
for someone to do a documentary or like a write-up. Maybe Jason Schreier can actually do something good and do some investigative reporting. Maybe he could actually get sources instead of having one... talk to 500 people, but having one person actually by name. Like a real reporter. Maybe he could, maybe somebody could find out because if you remember, it really felt like, I was a kid when these games came out, the original few, but they were talking about making Desmond like an assassin or something in the modern day. You remember that? Did you play?
Yeah.
So I wonder if they originally planned, I just went in way too hard. I wonder if they originally planned to... Nobody listens to this. Who gives a shit? To make him an assassin, or because there's no way they always planned on just... Oh shit, we did not do a good job on this part. No one actually cares about the stupid anime shit.
Yeah. It
like
would,
you know what I mean? Because I think in one of them, you actually do like a little platforming as Desmond. I remember.
Oh yeah.
And the platforming in those games isn't good.
Yeah.
It's kind of mediocre, but it was kind of cool back in the day because it was cinematic. Just not the best feeling. So that would be really interesting.
Oh yeah, I would love to see what their original plans for...
Because there's no way they thought in 2020 they were releasing an open world
Viking,
quote unquote RPG hack and slashy Viking game in their Assassin's Creed universe
with the Assassin's Creed title slapped on it. Just it's not an Assassin's Creed game.
Dude, I played... How many hours did I play of Odyssey? You played more than I did.
Yeah, I put 40 hours into Odyssey.
I put 15 or 20 hours in. Is the Animus in that game?
Is the what?
Is the Animus in that game? I think it must be.
I think so, yeah.
I do not remember it for a single second.
I don't either. They drug me all across the world with the Navy and then the
Navy?
Not the Navy, you know what I mean? The what are they called? The people that fight in the water. I can't remember.
That's the Navy.
I know, but not in that particular time period.
No, it's still the Navy.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
The Navy is not a modern invention.
I forget the words I'm actually trying to use.
Are you talking about the corporation that Desmond was he kidnapped? I don't remember.
I can't remember. But
those people, it's the Templars and the Assassins.
Yeah.
Is that seriously just the Assassins?
That's hilarious.
It's got to be the most unoriginal. I mean, Templars are not much better.
Yeah. Anyway, when all the cult stuff happened, they're like, you got to find this person.
There's cult stuff?
Yeah,
is this in the game or is this in the...
No, it's in the game, not in the lore. You know how intimidating...
No, I mean, is it in the modern day crap or is this in...
No, this is in Odyssey's world.
Oh, okay. Okay, that could be kind of cool. I thought you were talking about... if they added cult stuff to the modern day, at least that wouldn't be... It'd be dumb, but it wouldn't be boring, I guess.
Yeah. Basically, you know how intimidated we are by the Path of Exile skill tree?
No.
I
figured it out.
Oh, how intimidated I am from the Path of Exile skill tree. It's about the size of that, just half, with cult members, and you can zoom out, and it's like, you got to kill this person, and then that person, each little section of the cult or whatever has people under them, and so you got to find them or kill them and get all the information, and you find out who's in the center, and it, yada yada story goes on and stuff. And so it was just, I was like, I don't want to hunt down all these bitches and kill them. And
now they're making a Star Wars game.
Yeah, now they're making a Star Wars game.
I wonder what like mega Star Wars fans. Like I may not like most of what Ubisoft does, but I actually like The Division. I think that world is really cool. I think that the gameplay, the gunplay especially, is really, really solid. It's a pretty game. So if anybody was going to make if I was going to be excited for anybody to make a game in Ubisoft, it would more than likely be Massive. So that is a plus.
Yeah, I hope it's not like The Division. Obviously, I don't see how they could make a Star Wars game with the same guts as...
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Like The Division 2, you know how you have different missions and different, hey, go unlock this area, go do this thing for this person.
You mean
this
video game?
Well, yes, but not the same. I hope it's a story-driven game, not just here's this hub, you have missions, you go from the hub to the mission.
I'm sure it'll be somewhat story-based. The Division 2 is somewhat story-based.
It is, but I hope
no one cares about it, really.
True.
At least
I hope the Star Wars game is more of a story-based Star Wars game rather than...
I'm assuming it's going to be at least somewhat similar.
But what I'm saying is I hope it's not just a completely open-world Star Wars game.
Oh, I can almost... they might actually say... But I would be willing almost to bet money that it's going to be an open world. I think they might have said it's going to be open world.
So many games nowadays are open worlds.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, I got open world fatigue like 10 years ago, so I definitely feel you there. But it is Massive, and they have made some good games.
That's true. It's like everybody saw the success of Breath of the Wild.
No, everyone saw the success of Skyrim.
Well, yes, and now Skyrim is... I can't wait till Android or Google comes out and you can now play Skyrim on Android 12.
No, I will absolutely guarantee you that within the next year, maybe 2, you will be able to play. I'd straight up put money on that.
I think Skyrim's on Stadia.
You will be able to play Skyrim on your phone.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Bethesda just got bought by Microsoft.
Oh yeah, duh.
Microsoft has
Yep.
xCloud.
Duh.
And
that's right.
They're claiming that all of Bethesda's games are coming to Game Pass.
Yeah, so that's true.
I'm assuming xCloud as well. So I would definitely assume that you would be able to play that on there. Maybe when Ubisoft, there's rumors that Uplay is going to be added to Game Pass as well. Remember when EA Play was supposed to get it added?
Yeah, that's
apparently
true.
They got pushed back to sometime this year, whatever that means. But there was more. Wait, you had something to say?
I was just going to read a quote from this Star Wars article. They said, we're really proud of the games we have created with EA. Riley says, we will continue working with them, and our relationship has never been stronger. While they don't have a lot of details to share at the moment, we've got a number of projects underway with the talented teams at EA.
I mean, it took them 7 or 8 years out of their 10-year contract, but they finally started to make good Star Wars games. I mean, they fixed Battlefront 2.
Mm-hmm.
Battlefield is the
other one.
Is the other one.
The original.
It's the non-Star Wars one. They met, Jedi
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order is janky, but everyone says it's great.
Yeah,
and
I liked it.
The new one, Rogue Squadron, is that it?
Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, Rogue Squadron.
Why
the
Squadron?
VR. It's got VR in it. Ship combat game that looks pretty cool. It's got good reviews. And I'm assuming that they're going to release, from all I've heard, that they are going to release a sequel to Fallen Order. So I don't think EA is going to stop making Star Wars games.
Oh yeah, I don't see why they would. They finally got some pats on the back, some gold stars with Fallen Order and Squadron. So hopefully it seems like...
It took them so long. They made 3 games in 10 years. Actually, no, they made 4.
4. Yeah. It took them a little bit, but they slowly tried to figure it out. All while Star Wars is...
EA's looking at Activision like, yo, y'all were supposed to keep doing shitty stuff. What's happening?
Exactly.
Now they look over the Blizzard. Oh, thank God.
Yeah. I can't imagine what it's like to be on some of these high-level boards.
I'm sure the pressure on some of these big deals could be massive.
Oh, yeah.
But this is not the only Star Wars-esque news. Disney also announced that they are going to be, I guess, kind of revitalizing or reviving the LucasArts label. I think they're going to be calling it... Is it LucasFilms Game? LucasArts Games?
Lucasfilm Games.
They just call it... Well, they should have just called it LucasArts.
Or Lucas Games.
Or Lucas Games, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you don't know, LucasArts is a studio that goes back to maybe even the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Sounds right.
Of course, they were attached to Indiana Jones, Star Wars, and a lot of those point-and-click adventure games. I think Monkey Island and Day of the Tentacle were also LucasArts games. Although they might be Sierra. I'm not sure. I haven't played those games since, like, 2002.
Yeah. But what were you going to talk about?
Yeah. So, I do want to say that they established this. They're going to be, of course, distributing, I guess would be the best word, the licenses and games and such of the Lucasfilms games. Well, not franchises.
Yeah.
For some reason, for the longest time, I thought that Jurassic Park was a Lucasfilm. It feels like a Lucasfilm thing to me.
I could see that. I could see how you
I could also see Back to the Future, but no, neither one of those are.
That is.
I don't know why when I was a kid. I probably watched it around the same time I watched Star Wars.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, so one of the games that they are going to be giving out is a new Indiana Jones game.
That could be fun.
It's going to be made by, and this is the most exciting part, it's going to be made by Machine Games of Wolfenstein, the new Wolfenstein fame. Of course, I think they've made two main ones. It was the new Colossus and I think Old Blood was a DLC.
I think so, yeah. Here's a quote from Riley. He said, "I've always wanted to do an Indiana Jones game for a long time. We've never had the right fit or partner and idea to make it happen.
And we didn't have the rights to do it."
That's also true. He continues on by saying, "We are extraordinarily fortunate to be working with Todd Howard, the executive producer for the upcoming game, which will be developed by, like Ryan said, Machine Games and the team at Bethesda. He has a unique vision and a unique passion for Indiana Jones and pitched us a story and a concept that is so amazing. I can't wait to start sharing it with folks. I love Star Wars and we love making Star Wars games, but it's been a long time since we've made indie. We're really excited about this one."
Who is that from?
Riley, I forgot his first name. Hang
Lucasfilm
on.
guy?
Yes.
Or
let me scroll up and double check this guy's name. Lucasfilm Game VP Douglas Riley. That is who that's from.
Okay.
So.
I don't know if I've ever played a Indiana Jones game. I know that they made Lego games. I think there was one for like the Wii or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I definitely did not play it. I think the only Indiana Jones that I have played was in Fallout 3 when there was a Indiana Jones Easter egg. It might have been Fallout 4. But it's in Crystal's skull. He hides in a fridge from a nuclear blast. And, of course, that would incinerate you in every cell in your body.
Yeah.
And there's a fridge sitting out in, like, the middle of a desert with a skeleton in it. And it's wearing a fedora. It's got, like, a chain. It's got, like, a whip and stuff. So it's
That's cute.
a little nod and a... That's funny because that's Bethesda. Of course, it's Bethesda Game Studios and not,
Bethesda.
Machine Games.
Yeah, Machine Games.
But I'm excited for this. Of course, we have other games that are inspired by this long-running franchise. Uncharted. And the Lara Croft Tomb Raider games.
Tomb Raider. Mm-hmm.
It's interesting because Indiana Jones, of course, definitely inspired Lara Croft on the PS1. And then Lara Croft inspired Uncharted. And then Uncharted again inspired Tomb Raider, and now there's going to be an actual Indiana Jones game, and I wonder if it's going to be inspired by those. Of course, they're similar, but they're not identical at all.
Yeah, that's true. I think I own both the Tomb Raider games. I
think there's 3.
I know. Yeah, that's one. I think I own 2 of them. I really enjoyed the first one where she's in the forest and it's cold and whatever else.
That's the one where she dies in awful ways, or that it might be all of them.
I don't know if it's all of them, but yes, when you do die in that one, it's usually excruciatingly disgusting.
Like a boulder falls on her head.
I was trying to kill
it pops like a pimple.
Yes, I was trying to kill a bear, and I think she got ripped in half.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I know there's some scenes of her hitting a tree branch, and the branch like goring her like a bull.
Yeah. So I like those games. I still have unfortunately not made the time to play any of the Uncharted games. It's on my shame bucket list of games. I know every time I look at my list of games that I should play. I look at my game list
Time to
of
play
games.
more Soccer Wars, baby.
Yeah, I look at the list of games that I'm just thinking, why did I play X game when I could have played, Uncharted or BioShock or
The amount of times that I've thought about that while I'm playing Overwatch, I'm embarrassed to say. Why am I playing this stupid game?
yeah.
Tracer, what are you doing?
I was thinking that the other day. I like spent
I
3
used to play
hours.
Tracer, so that's why it's funny.
What? I was laughing and I didn't hear what
I
you
was
said.
making fun of myself.
Oh, okay. Well, sure.
I don't play Tracer. Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do.
I can't
You're
lie.
a Tracer main.
I'm not a Tracer main.
There's somebody that always
I
parks.
haven't played that game in like almost a full year.
There's someone that parks next to me that has a Tracer air freshener in their car. I know that thing's busted as hell, and it
stinks.
I bet it's.
I bet it smells like
Sweat.
ass. I bet it smells like ass sweat. No, any kind of Tracer memorabilia. I love Tracer. I bet any kind of just smells. And you don't know why, but you have some theories. And you don't need Matt Pat's help.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot what I was going to say.
We were talking about Indiana Jones. You were talking about
Yes.
Uncharted.
Correct. I still need to play those games. I'm interested, like you were saying. I wonder how much it's going to take from those games. I also hope that the whip mechanic is going to be good and it's not going to be.
Whip has got to be.
It has to be on point.
They got to get that down.
Because imagine if you're trying to whip something in front of you and it locks onto something behind you, and then the camera messes up, and it's like it gets all discombobulated, and it's terrible. And
The big debate is, at least that I've been hearing, is it going to be third person or first person? Because machine gun games, I don't think have ever made a third person game.
then make it first
But
person.
I can't imagine an Indiana Jones being first person.
Me,
I mean, we all know that he's gonna be killing Nazis,
which I'm okay with.
and we all know Machine Games is damn good at killing Nazis.
Maybe I want to be in first person.
you should
for
play.
that.
Well, I don't know. Those games are
Wolfenstein?
hard.
Wolfenstein.
Those games are very hard.
I think I'm going to play this new apocalyptical werewolf game. It looks good. I should play a better game.
No, you can play that. It's not even out yet. Wait for the reviews.
It came out yesterday. I'm sorry that I know the release date.
I mean, I had no idea. I thought that game was months away. I mean, it looks like a fun, dumb game.
It looks like
I don't know if it'll be fun or not, but it does look like it might be a good, dumb, fun time.
Yeah, hopefully.
I thought that game was like 6 months away.
It might be. I might be wrong.
No, you're probably right. You usually are.
And who knows, man? I can't remember. I've been playing Hitman a little bit.
Why did you not bring this up?
I forgot.
We're talking about.
I just remembered. Anyway,
We'll talk about what we've been playing at the end.
What are you hoping for this Indiana Jones game?
I want it to be good.
Okay. Anything else? First person, third person?
As long as I want it third person because I just can't imagine Indiana Jones running around like Doom, whipping and shooting. I mean, he doesn't even normally have a gun out, does he? No. So it'd just be whipping people first person.
It'd just be his
just
hands.
like whip people's face off.
Yes,
And
that'd
he
be cool.
pulls it back and it's a collectible.
Oh, that'd be
And
cool.
then you can buy.
Then you can wear their face.
EXP bonus on the Ubisoft. For some reason, you had to go through Ubisoft. I can't.
Oh
they
my
did that
gosh.
again. They put it in after the reviews came out.
What
They
assholes?
put in EXP share or EXP boosters. Not Pokemon. It's not EXP share.
What assholes? I can't believe they did that again.
I mean, I can.
I mean, they love money.
They do.
They
really do.
love money. Almost as much as EA loves money.
I thought you were gonna say almost as much as me. Almost as much as me.
Almost as much as me.
I want it to be a third person action. No, not Persian. Action adventure game, a la the Uncharted, Tomb Raider. I don't know if I want it to be more like Uncharted or more like Tomb Raider. I want to say Tomb Raider. I like Uncharted games kind of way more, but I'd like it to be maybe a little more actiony than Uncharted. I haven't played Uncharted 4 yet, so maybe more like that. I'm not sure. And I want it to be, I just want it to feel good. Of course, like we said, the whip, as long as they get the whip right, then I think there could be some really interesting mechanics here. I want to have like a fun, goopy, pulpy story. I don't want it to be, I don't want it to be too serious. I want it to be very Uncharted in the story.
Yes. I feel like as long as they get the whip mechanic right, I could be forgiving on the gunplay because Indy doesn't use a gun as at all really.
Well, he has a gun, but he doesn't. It's not like in Wolfenstein, which they're just BJ Blazkowicz is just constantly shooting people with enough bullets to cut a tree down.
Gee, ain't that the truth?
Which is amazing, but I can't imagine Indiana doing that.
Yeah, that's
just
definitely
cutting Nazis in half with 2 Spitfires.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that'd be crazy.
His arms just blowing back. Dude, I want to see Wolfenstein with like a ragdoll physics.
Yes, that'd be funny.
I think that's kind of what I want. I would more, I guess, almost like a puzzly game
little puzzles, yeah.
Because I don't think it needs to have that much action.
Oh no,
at least not. If you want to say like, not RPG. What's this called when you jump? Platforming. Like, I guess you could qualify that as action. Well,
what,
I mean,
what you mean?
I guess.
Yeah,
I don't
what
want
you
that
mean? You don't want Doom level?
Yeah, no, I don't want anyone near Doom level.
Yeah.
What about you?
For this one, coming from just judging what I vaguely remember about the movies, I do want some puzzles. I want some shenanigans. I want that witty, go lucky story, depending on what it is.
I want the Crystal Skull.
Fuck no.
I haven't seen the original ones in like 15 years.
I haven't seen them in a long time either. I need to go back and watch them to see if I still like them.
The last one I watched was, of course, Crystal Skull, and if I remember correctly, I had a headache by the time it was over.
Yeah,
it was bad enough, and then they made aliens at the end.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It was really weird just watching that movie and then just aliens. Oh, okay, that's weird. Sure, I guess. Shia LaBeouf's in those movies.
Well, he's in one of them.
Sorry. Yes.
Most of those came out when he was either not born or very young.
That's also true. Yeah, it was.
I think.
Yeah, he's in one of those. Anyway.
Apparently he was like 25 when he was in Even Stevens, so let that renate in your head.
What?
Because he's like 40 now.
Yeah, that's right. Damn.
I don't know if he's quite 40,
yeah.
but...
yeah, I want that pulpy, go witty story.
Pulpy is the best way to describe it.
That, that indie vibe.
What about Harrison Ford? Do you think they're going to be able to get him?
I think he might be in there as an Easter egg or something, or maybe...
There's no way. He's either in it or he's not. There's no way you walk up to a Harrison Ford action figure.
Do you think they can afford him? Do you think he'd want
It's Microsoft.
Oh, you're right.
Yes, they can afford to buy Harrison Ford.
I forgot that they were acquired.
I do want to talk about that, but I don't know because I think he's supposed to be, quote unquote, in his prime, whatever that means. So he's not going to be 85-year-old Harrison Ford whipping people in the throat.
I mean, he could just get some tea,
but
warm
I think
up
that they could get him and then maybe somehow age his voice down or something.
That's what I'm saying.
I just don't know if he wants to do it. That's the only thing.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know if
I've heard. Okay, so everyone knows that Harrison Ford hates Star Wars.
Yes,
but I have heard that he actually really likes Indiana Jones.
Maybe I don't know.
So if he likes Indiana Jones and Microsoft got that money, Microsoft's got enough money to spit in Disney's face. So maybe they could actually get him.
Maybe, hopefully, it would be cool. I would like it. I don't know who I'd want to play Indy other than Harrison Ford.
No, I don't either. I think it's got to. It doesn't have to be him,
but I would prefer.
But I don't have anyone. If it's not him, then I don't want to say I don't care, but I don't want it to. If it's not him, I don't want it to be anyone recognizable.
Yes,
I don't want to hear Matt Damon's voice coming out of Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
and do not, for the love of God, do not make it Nolan North. If Nolan North plays Nathan Drake and Indiana Jones, do you know what? Just put Nathan's asset in the game.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't even imagine. I can't.
Oh no, Roy, we didn't get him. Oh, thank God. Oh. We got Troy Baker.
Well, damn it.
It's gonna be good.
I can't even imagine who. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe this will start a trend of maybe a studio will pick them up. Well, not a studio will pick them up. What I'm trying to say is maybe the game will make, what's the word I'm thinking
money?
of? No, yes, I hope it makes money. Indiana Jones. Maybe this will start a new thing of Indiana Jones movies with a.
I mean, I'm sure they've been talking about making Indiana Jones movies since Crystal Skull came out.
Maybe it's Indy's kid or something. Who knows? I don't. Maybe it's a someone that heard about
a cartoon character. Everything. Osmosis Jones, that bitch.
Well, what I was going to say is maybe it's just somebody that heard of Indiana Jones and they became an explorer because they heard.
It's just some lunatic. I'm Indiana Jones.
I've read all her stories. I've been everywhere.
Shut the hell. We were in church. Dun, 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 dun.
Jimmy, you put that whip down right now, boy.
Almost made a really dark joke. I'm not going to say it.
Oh, man.
Catholics.
Yes. I'm looking forward to this game.
Boys.
Yes, you didn't have to full send it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it is. Hopefully it'll be a good game. I have higher hopes for this game than I do the next Star Wars game because there's so much Star Wars coming out with all the shows they're doing and now the games and now everybody's getting a piece of the pie.
Here's the question. Mm-hmm. Jordan, as we just discussed, if you recall, I'm bailing over here. As we just discussed this. As we just discussed, Microsoft purchased Bethesda. Thank God. And Bethesda is making this game. The biggest question, perhaps the biggest question on everyone's mind, except for that other biggest question that I asked a few minutes ago, will this be an exclusive?
Yes. Yes, I do believe that this is an exclusive because as awesome as Game Pass is, Xbox has to have something.
Well, this will be on Game Pass.
Well, yes.
This will 100% be on Game Pass.
And what I'm saying is, like, Xbox has that hitting home runs for them. Halo Infinite got delayed until...
I think it got delayed until fall of 2021.
Yeah. So...
It got delayed a year.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk should have been delayed a year.
Yes. Holy shit. And we still are thinking about doing an episode of that, maybe.
I'll play that game again when they release some updates.
When they fix it. Anyway, what I'm saying is, Xbox...
I played that game in like 2 months.
As awesome as Game Pass is, as crazy as the sales have been for
I have no idea what's going on in that game anymore.
For their Xbox or whatever, all I'm saying is, Xbox needs an exclusive. They need something to go to bat for them.
Do they?
All the PS5s that came out today sold out on all 3 websites.
Jordan.
I know.
PS5 has no exclusive either.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's not out.
I know, but what I'm saying is they have things people can look forward to.
Xbox has stuff they can look forward to. That's the problem, is that they haven't had an exclusive.
Exactly. Is what I'm saying.
However long.
And maybe
they've got Avowed coming out.
Well, I know they've got... Exactly.
I've got more.
You can name 2. You can name the game you just named and Halo.
They've got Halo coming out, Halo Infinite.
That's it.
Fable. They got a new Fable coming out.
That's going to be on Game Pass.
Everything they come out with is going to be on Game Pass.
Exactly. So they're not really exclusives because I can play them on my PC.
Jordan, that means that this isn't going to be an exclusive either.
What if they make it an Xbox? Like, it's not going to be on Game Pass. That'd be stupid, though.
They already said everything's going to be.
I know. So, well,
come on.
Xbox needs a win in the exclusive category. Is what I'm saying, though. They need a.
I mean, they do. You're not wrong.
They need to figure out a way to get a franchise.
So they just bought one.
They just bought one.
No, they didn't buy. Well, actually, they did buy a bunch of franchises. Every franchise Bethesda owns.
They need an exclusive.
But I wouldn't be surprised because first of all, it's really weird because the new Arcane game, what's it called?
I can't remember.
It's coming to PS5, and so is Ghostwire Tokyo. Those are actually launch exclusives.
Yeah,
that's already weird. Second of all, I'm pretty sure that Starfield and Elder Scrolls, if I had to bet, I would say that those are coming to PS5.
I would,
because
I'd edit that a little bit, at least from my mind. I'd say Starfield exclusive on Xbox family, and then Elder Scrolls. I said that weird. Elder Scrolls will be on both.
Why?
I think because Elder Scrolls would. I don't know. I don't have a good reason for it.
Think about it like this.
Okay, go ahead.
Because this is one of my main reasons.
Okay.
How long have they been working on these games?
Fuck ton. Long time.
How much time have they put into making PlayStation versions of these? How much money have they put into the PlayStation versions?
Good point.
So I think, and Xbox has also come out and said that they don't want all their games to be exclusives either. Now they could go back on that. I mean,
but I don't think as much as good as Phil is at his job, I don't think he's that guy.
I could see, if I had to guess, I would say games like Starfield. Like, I would say that the Bethesda studio, big, bulky Western RPGs, I think a lot of those, your Fallout 5s, I think a lot of those will come to both. But I could see the more niche ones, like Arcane's next game.
Yeah, like the B or C tier games, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah.
If you had to put them in a category.
Yeah. They're lesser known franchises. I could see those being exclusives because in a weird way, I guess that also kind of gives those games exposure.
Yeah, also, like I was saying.
And that gives them it's not going to piss off so many people. How many people would riot if they had to buy an Xbox One? No. An Xbox Series.
Whatever the fuck
I'm going to just start calling them Xbox Ones.
Yeah.
So how many people would riot if they had to buy an Xbox One 2 just to play Starfield?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Is that what it's called?
I think it's called Starfield. Yeah, I'd agree.
So I think, and another thing is the license comes in.
That's true.
So if Disney says it's not an exclusive, it's not an exclusive.
Exactly.
It all comes down that's I guess the one thing that matters more than anything is if the license holder says don't make this an exclusive.
Yeah, put it on both.
Then it's not going to be. And also, it also goes back to how long they've been talking about this.
That's also true.
If they were talking about this before the acquisition, that's also a big factor.
Yeah, it's a lot of timetables, a lot of things that everybody has to sit down and look at.
It's going to be a big thing that, though, like you've been talking about. A big license exclusive, similar. This wouldn't be as big. It might not even be nearly as big. But Sony just got Spider-Man again.
Yeah, exactly. And Xbox Game Pass is one of the best things that I buy every month. I might not use it all the time, but it's literally one of the best things I purchase.
Yeah, When we've talked
about it here and there, and I'm not going to get it back to it. But all I'm saying is Xbox, they're going to sell consoles. People are going to buy Game Pass. They have great bundles and stuff, but they still need a console seller that isn't just Game Pass. They need an exclusive, like Sony and Spider-Man and all the other exclusives that Sony has that currently are just on Sony. And right now, they have a couple things. They have Halo and some other stuff coming up, but other than that, they don't have any big hitters.
Microsoft, as of the last few years, they have a ton of license. Like I said, they have Fable, they have Halo, they have all the Bethesda stuff. They have Avowed coming out. They have Ninja Theory, but they don't have none of those games have come out yet. They have Forza. How long has it been since Forza came out with the game?
A long time.
When did the new Horizon come out? The latest Horizon? Yeah. It's been years. So they've got the franchises, they just don't have the games.
So according to Xbox.com, the exclusives that are supposed to, here are the games coming to Xbox.
When does the Medium come out? I guess you're about to read it.
Yeah. So they got Adios.
I've never heard of
It's a cinematic first-person game, apparently. You got The Artful Escape. These are all games coming exclusively to Xbox this year, by the way. You got The Ascent.
Okay. That sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah. It's by Neon Giant and published by Curve Digital. It's your mega corporation. Yeah, again, none of these are striking any chords. You got The Big Con. The Big Con.
What are these games?
Exactly. You got Crossfire X.
I've heard of Crossfire.
You got Dead Static Drive. Again.
Why are they not saying the Medium or?
Well, you got Echo Generation. I'm going to start firing through these.
You don't have to read them all. Are there anything anyone's ever heard of?
I'm going to scroll through real quick and look. Halo Infinite.
Oh, wow.
And
that would have been the first one on my list.
Okay, The Medium.
That comes out like this month. Why is that not at the top of the list?
I don't know, man.
Is this in order? Like alphabetical order?
I think so, yeah. But January 28th for Medium. And then they get Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Oh yeah, that's coming to console.
Summer 2021. They got Psychonauts 2 also.
That's big. Is that coming out this year?
Yep, they don't have a date for it, but it is coming out in 2021.
Maybe.
They have Sable.
What about not Dead by Daylight? What's that zombie game that Microsoft owns? There's a new one of those coming out.
Dead Island?
No,
that's not it.
No. Dead Island. No, I don't think that game's ever going to come out. Oh man, I feel like people know exactly what I'm talking about. They came up with the second one not that long ago, where you try to survive as long as you can. I think
I can't remember the name of it.
It's a deer.
That doesn't help me. I didn't realize this was coming out. This is kind of cool. Big news for Xbox owners. The Yakuza Remastered Collection is coming out January 28th this month.
Is that to game? I think aren't they releasing those games on Game Pass?
It's the first time they're going to be coming out to Xbox and Game Pass.
Okay.
Because before
is that PC Game Pass or just console?
It says Xbox Game Pass.
Microsoft.
So, and then also Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, is coming March 26th. And that's it. That's the end of this article. That's all she wrote as far as these games and everything. And that article was written January 15th.
State of Decay 3 got announced a year or two ago.
Yeah, but that's all the games.
They've just got a lot on the back burner, I think. Hopefully in like a year or two, they're just gonna... They're gonna blow... They're gonna release their games.
There you go. I was curb stomp. They're gonna curb stomp. I know they're gonna
curb stomp your Xbox One 2.
Yes, I agree with Ryan. I think it's one of those things that they're waiting it out.
It might be more than 2 years though.
Okay, and so in 2023 or 2024,
at the earliest, we get Starfield. I think he said Starfield was coming out before
Elder Scrolls
the new Elder Scrolls.
6. Yeah,
Elder Scrolls 6. So at the earliest, I'd say Starfield next year at the earliest.
I'd agree with that, yeah.
And the Elder Scrolls 6 probably 2023, 2024 at the earliest.
Yeah, that sounds about right timetable-wise. If I had to...
Fallout 5, 2050.
Yeah, that sounds right.
2076.
Fuck, man, you're right. Yeah, so good news for gaming. This might be an awesome year for gaming. It might be a grace period for some people, a lazy day for some people, a year. You know what I'm trying to say?
I mean, last year, as bad of a year it was, there was a lot of good games.
A lot of good games. I still need to go back and play some for that.
Yeah, me too. I got to play Hades. I got to play
other games. Yeah. Oh, you been playing anything lately?
I'm still playing Hollow Knight. I've got to be close to the end, man. If you've played Hollow Knight, there's these, I think they're called the Dreamers, and they all have masks. If you don't play Hollow Knight, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but I've got all 3 of the masks.
Nice.
So that, I think I'm towards the end of the game. I can't have more than a few hours left. I don't know though. I could be wrong. I thought it was close to the end, like 10 hours ago. Okay. But I think I'm like almost 40 hours in, but I dicked around and had no idea what to do for a while.
Gotcha.
Like just broke. And I ended up just looking up a guide. I think it was one of those things, oh wait, I just didn't walk. Castlevania. Metroidvanias, if coming back to them after a while is kind of a nightmare because they're so you have to circle back on yourself a lot. If you don't have abilities, you can't get to certain places.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And this is a long Metroidvania. This is a long one. I really, really like it, though. I'm getting into the lore a little bit. Already got 7 tattoos.
Whoa.
But yeah, I'm actually really, really enjoying it. The lore, it's very Dark Souls, FromSoft-esque in the lore, where it's not laid out for you. And I've watched several lore videos. Kind of wish I hadn't, because I did spoil some for myself, but I really only spoiled one big thing. I mean, it's possibly the biggest thing in the game, but
okay.
I'm really enjoying that. Hopefully, oh my gosh, if I don't have this beat by the end of the week, I'll keep playing it.
There you go. I've been playing Hitman 1.
They gave that away on
Epic, I think, and I love the gameplay. I hate how it is presented.
What does that mean?
Well, the way you play the games, obviously you hit the start button, it loads up, you select a mission.
You can skip past this part.
And then you go to the mission. I just want to be able to play the game and not have to go to the...
You're talking about the... I guess you could call it the UI kind of... It's almost like a menu-based game.
I hate it.
When you have to... The gameplay is not menu-based. Instead of it being...
A story...
instead of it being like... So you have FromSoft, who makes games that are kind of... Don't really have any loading screens. Because the whole thing's interconnected. And then you have games like, I'm trying to think, that are level based.
Yeah.
Where you go through like a door, it portal. Loads, and you enter a new area. Mm-hmm. But this game, you're select missions from a menu.
Yes, and I hate that.
Yeah, it's kind of goofy. I don't know.
I played the first one and I got through it and stuff. And I was like, that's cool. And then it loaded me into the menu to load the second mission. I was like, yeah, I'm done with this.
Wait, you quit the game?
Yeah, I was just
because of that?
Yeah, I was like, I don't like it. So
why?
It takes me...
You quit games for the weirdest reasons.
It took me out of the experience. And
Think about it like the game is not about the story, Jordan. The game, no one gives two shits about Hitman's story.
I know.
Go in there, it's a dumb, fun, arcadey sandbox.
I guess you're right.
Go drop a bowling ball on a dude's head.
Okay.
And have a good time. Don't worry about... I understand what you're talking about.
I know, but it's just...
Because the same thing happened to me, and I actually quit the game too, but
yeah,
it wasn't because of that. It's just I didn't love the game, so I kind of...
Yeah. Because it is fun stuffing people into storage bins and hiding in closets and stabbing people in the throat.
It's very similar to an immersive sim, except it's game... Like the moment-to-moment gameplay isn't that much like it, but it's a very systems-based thing where you do, like, you spill some oil on the ground, somebody walks past it, you throw a match in the oil and the guy will light on fire.
Yeah, or you distract people by throwing coins, they come pick up the coins and you choke them out.
It's very similar to, I don't want to say real life because it's definitely not.
Holy shit.
But it kind of is in a way.
Yeah.
It's a very physicsy in a way as well, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
It's like you do something and kind of what you expect would happen in real life happens.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about. I don't have to go that in depth.
Yeah. So I will give it another chance.
If you like that game, I would really, if you like the game but would like something more in the moment gameplay, I would
streamlined,
definitely recommend Dishonored. Because it's a really immersive sim.
Okay.
It's kind of more of an old school immersive sim.
There's so many games I need to play.
And then Prey is also that way, except it's not. I don't think it's as good as Dishonored. They're both first person games.
Okay.
Which, if you like that arcane game that I still can't think of the name of,
I can't remember.
Deathloop. If you like Deathloop,
okay.
I kind of feel like that's going to be another immersive sim. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I feel like that's going to be.
I want to play that.
If you end up liking that, I don't know. Because it's not out yet.
Yeah, me neither.
But if you end up liking that, then I would kind of assume that you would probably like Dishonored.
I'll try it. Dishonored has been on my maybe try it list for a while. I think
it's on Game Pass, or they might have taken it off.
I think the third or second one was on Game Pass.
There's only two.
Okay, well, I think one of them...
Which is weird. It's weird if they took it off. I think they did take it off because I had to beat it.
Yeah, you had to beat it.
Before they took it off.
What was the other game I'm thinking of then that has three of them? Another one just came out. It has aliens. A bunch of crazy stuff happens in it. Damn it, what's it called? You wear suits. Saints Row.
That third one probably came out 15 years ago.
Saints Row 3?
I think there's 4.
Yeah, but that I don't know why.
I mean, the remaster came out last year, I think.
I think that's what I was thinking about. But okay, I'll check out Dishonored, though. My brain's weird.
I feel like you thought multiple games
were different games, yep.
No, were specifically
yes.
Saints Row. For no reason.
Yep, 100%.
Dishonored and Saints Row could literally... not be different.
Yeah.
That is as different as Mario and Doom.
Yes.
The only thing they have in common, probably, is that they're both rated M. I think that's the only thing that those two games have in common.
Yeah, probably.
One of them's good.
One of them's okay.
The other one's Saints Row.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Popular.
Saints Row. I've never played those games.
Fair enough. I think that's going to be it.
That's going to be it.
I think that's going to be it.
Hold on. I had some news I wanted.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, Team Ninja, this is on videogamechronicle.com. That's right, I got a little news. I saw this and it kind of made me sad, but kind of excited at the same time. They announced that the Neo story has come to an end. There will be no Neo 3. I love Neo. I was about to start. I am. I'm not gonna say, oh man, I'm looking for the second one because there's not gonna be a third one. But there's not gonna be a third one, which sucks for the people who love Neo. But it's exciting because it means they can go on to make new things.
That's right.
And I want to say they said there's not going to be. They canceled something else. Like, let me think. I need to. If I don't play the game before it comes to PC, I'm going to feel so stupid.
Yeah.
I think it's. I'm sure when it comes to PC, it's going to have all of the DLC and stuff.
Yeah.
I've heard that game is just straight up Neo, but better in every way.
Yeah,
so I'm excited to play that game. But there's not going to be a third one. It sucks, but it's also exciting.
Exciting.
I also wanted to point out that's Sony. This is all on VideoGameChronicle.com, though. By the way, I just randomly went to this website. I do like this website, but I randomly went there while we were doing the podcast to double check something, and I saw some cool news. I don't know, maybe we do this more in the future. This is just funny. Sony delayed PS5 game Destruction All Stars. Never mind, I misread that. I thought it got delayed again. Let's make fun of Destruction All Stars.
If you want to reach out to us on Twitter,
no, hold on. Resident Evil Village's PS5 demo is out today.
Check it out.
It's also coming to PS4 apparently, so I'm excited for that. I wonder if it's going to come out to PC because I would definitely rather play it on PC.
Check where you get your games if that demo's out. If you want to reach out to us on Twitter, you can. It's going to be at A Dialogue Tree. If you want to reach out to Ryan and hear what he's up to, it's going to be Ryan Divisions. If you want to see what I'm doing on Twitter
every day,
it's going to be at a Swaylock. You can email the show, questions, comments, concerns, etc. Only
Did you hear Codemasters got bought by EA for like $1 billion or something?
Wow.
Even more. I think it was about $1 billion. I
wish some company would buy us.
They were going to get bought by 2K for like $800 million. And EA ended up buying it for like $1.2 billion.
That's insane. Our email is going to be adialoguetree@gmail.com.
I guess you have to edit and then you have to work in the morning.
Yep, I got to sleep.
Okay.
Stupid word. But that's okay. I like it. What else? If you're listening to this on Apple Podcast, we would...
This actually might be important as well. If you're still looking for a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series 1, 2, GameStop... Never mind. Apparently they just restocked them in a lot of stores, but if you want to get one, you're going to have to hurry. I'm sure they're already selling out. So go check that out.
Okay. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcast, we'd greatly appreciate it if you leave us a 5-star review. Let us know what you think. Let us know what your favorite game is, what you're looking forward to this year. And if you were able to snag a PS5.
Did you tell them my email earlier?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I did.
Okay, I was just saying, did he tell them my email?
I don't think so.
Ignore it.
Ignore it. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcast, please leave.
You just said this.
Okay.
You can listen to it on Spotify, Pandora. You can also go on YouTube and subscribe. Sometimes, like once, we put out an actual video. Go check it out. It's a Pokemon unboxing. Thinking about doing some more of that. I would love to. We have been having some trouble finding boxes that weren't above market, which don't really want to do that. But mainly, of course, you want to subscribe for that podcast.
Most definitely.
It's, of course, Dialogue Tree on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the bell, give us a like. Check out the other podcasts. Go do that on everything.
Yep.
Go listen to all of the backlog.
And share it with your friends. All you got to do is a share button. Just hit that. Text it to your buddies, your group chat, whatever. They might like it. Go on
their phone. Say you got to call in case your appendix just... Pretend like your appendix burst. And you're like, oh man, I got to call 911. And then you got to go. If they have an iPhone, go to the iTunes, just hit that subscribe button.
If they got an Android, just go to Spotify, type in our thing, hit subscribe.
Subscribe. They'll be confused when they get notifications.
That's right. And they might even click play.
They won't get confused. They'll get intrigued.
Yeah, they'll be like, what's this?
What is this?
And they'll hit play and then they'll fall in love with us.
Cultivating trees?
That's right.
Is this a political podcast that they have a dialogue tree? No, bitch.
Video games.
I probably shouldn't say that. It's a video game podcast.